Hello. It's like I never really know if people are like here yet. Okay, now I start to see people coming in. Oh, I'm getting hearts already. Yes. You guys, okay, you're excited. Mandy, I'm so excited, which is kind of weird. Like I'm a little nervous. Like I wasn't even nervous when I went on stage. And like this is kind of my live, it's like my page and I'm starting to see this. Okay, I am going to start saying hello to all my friends. Oh, by the way, please, please, please put your name so I don't just call you by your Instagram name because I think that's kind of rude. So I'll just go by who said hello already. Hair by D, Olivia, Marcia, hi, Tiffany, hey baby, hello, Blonde Michelle, Q Tanilla, I think that's it. I'm so excited. Hair by Bianca, hello, hello, hello. STNC, hi, Lisa, Tina, hi everybody. Thank you guys seriously so much for being here. Hi Jamie, hi best friend, I love you. I do not want to be that person that gets like super distracted by the messages and like the incoming and stuff. Because I feel like that's so annoying when I watch that and the next thing you know it's like, oh, hello. There we go. So, first and foremost, thank you guys all for coming. Please, I hope that you have your pen and pencil ready. I'm already seeing we have like 70 people live on here, which is like, I thought like 5 people were going to show up. So this is like A-okay in my book. There's a few people that I want to thank. First and foremost, I have my laptop over here. Keep myself in check. So for everyone who posted, seriously, like to get your friends to come, I really appreciate that. Cat Can Do Hair, Hair by Deets, VS Barber, Hair Goonie, Crambert, Hair by Kathy Nunez, Katie XO, Gia Despo, _ Hair Circus, Nora Da, I can't pronounce it. Nora, thank you so much. Be Gabulous, Gabby, thank you so much. Hair by Bianca Road. Lisa, Hair and Makeup, thank you guys so much for promoting this class. Seriously, could not thank you enough for putting it on your stories. I think that's super important from a marketing aspect. So the fact that I'm showing you guys gratitude is another way of rewarding people for doing things that are just so simple. It disappears after 24 hours anyways. So if you get people, like when I had my class in Orlando, I told everyone to direct message me how many followers that they were getting. And from there, I rewarded them and I gave gratitude to show how appreciative I was that they actually came to my class, number one. And then there was a way that I could connect with them. So I ended up posting all these screenshots, if you guys kind of saw throughout the week, saying, you know, so-and-so gained 100 followers, 20 followers. I had somebody gain 250 followers in a week, which is like madness. So that makes me feel really good. So thank you guys so much for doing that first and foremost. So I had a lot of you guys direct message me. Oh, my puppies. Loki, don't do this to me. I had nowhere to put him in the house because he started barking in the other room and I'm like, maybe he'll just like be good. I had some people direct message me some questions that I thought were really, really important. So a lot of the duplicates, I kind of just combined them into one. And I have some of the questions here already for you guys. So I had Xavier Hair Savior ask me. I wanted to say thank you first and foremost, but I would love to know how to stand out with different brands. So that right now is a very popular subject. This whole brand world, no one wrote a manual for this. I've just used trial and error. Loki, quiet. I've just used trial and error in the way that I've attracted brands. So for me, I would say mostly content creation, right? So they have their people that do graphic artists, graphic design, original content for their company. But what if they could find someone who is outsourced, such as us, that can create quality content for them? So first and foremost, quality is the best thing that you can do. Invest in a camera, invest in lighting, and invest the time, because in order for you to actually make these videos, create these photos, like it takes, like, a video for me, I would say takes 4 to 5 days. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot of time. Photos, between editing, no matter what I have to do, maybe like an hour to 2 hours per photo. I mean, it just depends, because what you really have to think about is, like, actually taking the photo. Then you have to edit it. And then you have to start, well, personally, this is what I do with all my photos and videos. You have to write, like, novels now. Like, because I personally think that, like, I need to sell myself on why this brand wants to work with me. So I show the heart and soul behind the actual photo. I'll tell a story, no matter what it is, or I'll say, like, what this brand means to me. Gabby says part-time job for sure. Yes, it is a part-time job, but it's so worth it. It is so rewarding. With the companies that I've worked with, just to name a few, first and foremost, like Cosmoprof, I started working with them now because I stalked them, and they finally saw that, I had something to offer for them. I could speak, I could do whatever it is that they want me to do, and now it's social media for them. I've flown out to Kenra before, It's a 10, Joyco, Chi, and all of these people have found me through social media. So there's a lot of different things that I bring to the table. I try to know a little bit about everything when it comes to distribution, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to the journalist aspect of it, if it's a magazine such as like Modern, American, Behind the Chair, whoever it is. So basically, to stand out, to wrap up the question, to stand out, I would start creating quality content. That's actually how ColorTrack found me. I'm actually their artistic director for the company, and they saw that my content was incredible. So there you go. All about quality content and consistency, which I'm going to get at in just a little bit. So my next question is, how important do you think Facebook is versus Instagram? Okay, this is a great one. I think they're both super important. Instagram, for me, I have gotten more from Instagram as a brand, working with brands, basically to just become like a guru of what I'm trying to do is through Instagram. Where I've gotten my clients and people to sit in my chair is through Facebook. So what I always say is Facebook is your word of mouth. I'm seeing lots of love right now. I see all my ColorTrack fam coming through right now. I love you guys. I'm not looking. I'm just trying to have quality time with what I'm saying. I love you guys. Facebook. So let's say, for instance, hey guys, looking for a new hairstylist. Does anybody know anyone? Okay, yeah, we know Olivia, OMG Artistry. Great. What's her Instagram, right? Every single time, what's her Instagram? So what's going to happen is your Instagram is your portfolio. It basically is going to tell them within 30 to 90 seconds whether they want to sit in your chair or not. So let it be known that on your Instagram pages, you'll show where you are. Let that one sink in. People don't even put where their salons are, okay? So where you are, and then you want to make sure that it's not just all of one thing, I would say. So you want to make sure that if you love doing blonde hair, which I do, you're going to put that up there. If you love doing extensions, show people who you are. People want to recognize a face when they go into the salon and they know who's going to do their hair. Now, don't fulfill your things with selfies. That's not what I'm saying. But in your top 6, even your 9, you want to make sure that you're basically giving them a pitch on what you do, where you are, and who you are. Keep that in mind. So going back to the original question, Instagram versus Facebook, I think that they coincide very nicely. Facebook is a different age group too. Instagram is a younger age group. So if I'm trying to gauge whoever I would like to see sitting in my chair, you have to think about that too. And what you put out is what you're going to get in. So for instance, I'm a blonde specialist. I do a lot of extensions. I post pretty things. My brand is, iridescence and bubbles and vibrancy and, a lot of whites and stuff like that. So the person who's most attracted to that is the one that's going to be sitting in my chair. So if you're somebody who listens to rock music and you like a very dark type of background, keep in mind you're going to get people just like that in your chair. Second thing, if you hate doing a certain thing, please stop posting about it. There are so many people that I hear that are like, I hate balayage. I hate color correction. I hate doing short haircuts. Well, stop posting about your balayages and your short haircuts. Post what you want. And I think a lot of times people don't realize that we're all about the money-making process. You actually have to invest time before you can gain money sometimes. So you have a lot of people that are not seeing that necessarily. Bring in models, and I almost feel like I'm preaching the choir here because a lot of you guys know this, but it's almost so important because even for myself, every time I teach, I learn. I'm like, yeah, why don't I bring in models more often? Because I want to do more extensions, or I know I have that vacation at the end of the month, so I'm going to try and get some color corrections in. So make sure you are bringing in people that are going to draw a nice crowd, create nice aesthetics on your page. If they have a beautiful face and you're trying to showcase makeup, you're going to want to bring them in. So yes, Facebook, Instagram, both very, very important. They coincide together. So let's move on to the next question. I did not cover this in my class. Do you suggest running a contest through social media to gain more followers? Wow, this is an interesting one. And it's very controversial in the same subject. So in the beginning, I ran a lot of contests and I saw huge growth. I saw a lot of engagement. My engagement was through the roof. My statistics were great. And it helped me build relationships with other brands. So let's say, they do the Kenra did the Simply Blonde Awards. I was a judge and we did this huge contest and they ended up flying me out to San Francisco, and from that shoot they ended up putting me on their packaging, all from a contest. And the great part is that I saw my engagement and everything skyrocket, but as soon as that contest was over, I lost I was so shocked. I was in pain about how many followers I lost. I swear to God, I lost even more followers than I had before the competition. Now, it's not that I'm saying don't do it. I think you should do it. I really think you should do it if let's say Modern Salon is asking you, hey, listen, we're going to have a contest. We want you to be a part of it. Do it, no matter what. But as for your own contests, now keep in mind, maybe I just saw something different. Maybe it was the time I posted. Maybe it happens. And keep in mind, my statistics, I'm going to get into this later. And you guys got to remind me in this too about our followings, times to post, all that. My statistics are very different from your statistics. So you need to figure out who your audience is before you ask, when should you post, what should you post, everything. Because the question is very general. And there's very different things that I could tell you that could not be right. I'm going to go into applications later on. So let's move on to the next. How am I doing, guys? Is this too much information? I don't even know how long I've been on here yet. I kind of just blacked out. Okay, so we've been building bigger companies to notice you. We just answered that. Algorithms. I hate algorithms. Algorithms are something very new to us. Does anyone know what an algorithm is? Because we've all heard it, right? Don't worry, Fazio, you didn't miss too much. I haven't even gotten into my slides. I'm just going into my questions. I'm going to give you the full definition of what an algorithm is, just so we all can be sure. Okay, basically, the algorithm means that Instagram will be choosing which post users see in their feed based in what order. So, what that means is that it's going to be like Facebook, where you will start to see things that are very out of place and what Instagram thinks that you want to see. So there is a way to beat the algorithm in a sense. Not fully, but it takes a lot of work to do it and a lot of engagement. You can cure your algorithm blues with full-on engagement. So, based on timing, how recently your photo or video has been shared, okay? Engagement, the amount of likes and comments in your post generated. So what that means is you need to be posting a lot. Let me repeat that. You need to be posting like a lot. If you guys, the ones that already knew that they were coming to my class, there were people that are like, even today, like an hour ago I posted that photo that I was like, I'm going live. They're like, oh, you're going live? So as annoying as it may seem that I'm posting a lot, not me necessarily, but like in my mind, I feel like I'm being annoying and I feel like everyone feels that little guilt. But the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So continue to post and post and post. Like even when I was at my social media class at Premiere, I posted every single day, a couple times a day on top of my stories, and I went live a few times to tell people. And I ended up, getting a full room of people that came, and people were like, oh, I didn't find out until today. And that's because of the algorithm. So post a lot, especially if you're trying to host something like live or, you just want people to like know about an event, whatever it is, make sure you post a lot about it. On top of posting a lot as a whole, because you still want to get into people's feeds. Okay, so engagement, the amount of likes and comments your post generates. So what that means is you need to create your own engagement. What that means is if someone comments on your post, comment back. Did you know that you can create your own engagement online? My engagement from maybe like 8 months ago when I started to kind of figure this out, I was getting, let's back up. 2 years ago, I was getting 50 to 100 comments. Since the algorithm has changed, things have happened, whatever, it went down to like 2 comments, like 4, maybe the most like 10 comments. But what I started to do was I started to comment back to every single person that has ever commented on mine. Number one, I try to, because when you comment back, it was the exact same thing that what I had mentioned earlier, that if you guys were not here, you need to reward the fact and show gratitude that they have actually taken the time out of their day to not only like your photo, but to comment on your photo. So you should take the time out of your day to comment back a simple thank you. Now, keep in mind that when you write back thank you, they have to go back to your page, right? Because they get that notification. Well, now you're more susceptible to showing back up in their algorithm because initially they commented, you commented back, you created engagement on your photo, and then they go back, and sometimes what I'll do is I like to start a conversation. I'll say, how have you been? Whatever. And this is the thing too, when you guys were introducing yourselves earlier, like the whole social media thing is great because there's so many people that I'm like meeting along the way that I feel obligated to call them by their name at this point instead of like their Instagram name. So what I say is I'll say, let me look at somebody. I'll say, thank you, Francis, for, thank you so much, Francis. That was such an amazing compliment. I'll always make sure to try to write their name because then they become very connected with me. And that's what I want. I want to build valuable relationships online and encourage others to comment on my stuff. So if I show them that I'm thankful, their chances of, number one, showing back up in their algorithm is higher. And number two, they are more susceptible to comment. Do you guys get like the motion? Can I get some like thumbs up just to make sure everyone's alive in there? You guys are all writing and I really appreciate the hearts, like seriously. So just show me some thumbs up just so I know you guys are kind of understanding where I'm going with through this. And then the last one is previous interactions, how often the person interacts with your post on your page. So, like I was saying before, if you are more susceptible to commenting on their stuff, to liking their stuff, to commenting back to their stuff, to liking back on their stuff, you are more susceptible to show up in their algorithm. All right? So that's the one way that I've honestly figured out how to beat it a little bit. Because if you guys have noticed now, especially, and okay, so I'm loving all the thumbs up right now. I need you guys to say me if in the Instagram stories, if I always show up first on your Instagram stories. Just put me. So I could see, because this is me figuring out the analytics right now if you see me on there. And I'll show you what I have done to always show up first. So, okay, I'm seeing me. So I show up first, right? On your Instagram stories. Well, number one, you're always clicking on it, right? The algorithm knows, oh, you're always clicking on it, so I'm going to keep showing you first her. So if you don't like watching my stories, stop clicking on it. Eventually it'll go away. So if there's other people you don't like, don't click on their stuff too, because it's going to keep showing up. And then I always Instagram story all the time. I mean, as much as possible. And I try to make it funny and I try to make it entertaining. And that's the other thing too. You guys have to start Instagram storying. I'm sorry. I'm off Snapchat. Not completely, but for the most part, like my Snapchat is my like individuality of like me going out, maybe, because that's mostly my friends on there. But on Instagram stories, it's a shade of personal out Olivia, and then mostly just funny stuff of me screwing around, my dog, and then salon life. Instagram is probably the best thing that I could do because I just got off completely, and now I'm starting to understand how important the Instagram stories are. So, like I said, make sure you're always posting and make sure you're going live. Like, I'm going live right now, and I cannot wait to see when I actually sign off of this to see how many views I've had organically, because live is one of the most unutilized platforms on Instagram. So the fact that it is unused, I am more susceptible to become discoverable on the pages. So fingers crossed, if I stay on long enough, I'll start becoming discoverable. So let's all pray for that. So I'm going to go into the next question. Everyone's happy? Send me some hearts. Send me some hearts so I know you guys are all happy. How can I attract the most people to my post and page? I do the hashtags and tag mention bigger names. I just want to get more people to follow and attract them to my post. Okay. So she said, I want to get more people to follow and attract them to my post. This is hair by _Lauren Clark. So what I do for my post, I have noticed, thank you guys so much for all the love and the hearts. This is very encouraging. So what I do in order to attract more people to my post is my analytics. So we have something called UNUM or Unum, and Unum, I'm going to have to show you because that would only make sense for me to show you guys exactly this. This is what I was going to tell you guys to remind me of earlier was applications. So I'm going to actually show you like a slide from my class. let's do this because this is too bright. I'm going to try this. Okay, so this is Unum. I know it's backwards, I'm sorry. And what you can do is, let me show you the analytics. You can actually see on here your best times to post, and then you can look at all your statistics. So it will tell you, if you log into Instagram, what time of the day you should be posting and how often. So, and then what else does it tell you? Yeah, it tells you the best times, it tells you your top posts, and the time that you should be posting. That is just like the least thing that he does. Unum, you can actually go in there and upload your photos and start moving them around to create a more beautiful layout, which I love. Hair Priex Martha, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I didn't think I was going to show slides, but I just want you guys to get an idea. Unum, UNUM, and you can start moving around. Yes, Unum is a separate app. So you can actually start moving around all your photos to see your aesthetics on your page. That's what I do to make sure that all coincides together. And on Unum, it has best times to post, top post, best times. So it's incredible. That's probably like that. I mean, I love Visco. Visco Cam is what I use to edit, but Unum, you have to download Unum right now. So it's UNUM. So let me go into the next question. Okay, so the question basically is that this is Michael Troy. Oh, hey, look, he just commented right now. So he's asking basically that 80% of his following is fellow hairstylists or hair brands. He's used some local hashtags and he's tried offering discounts and he feels like he's just not reaching the local audience. So there's a few things that you can do that you know what? I'm just going to speak from my personal experience on how I have personally built my clientele. I did everything. Like I printed out things from freaking Office Depot and put them on cars when I was like 21 years old. Like I, did basically anything. And I paid a lot of money to create all these type of advertisements. I feel like the content just has to be relatable. I feel like 50% of the reason why people come to you is because it's you. So in your comments, you want to make sure that you're telling stories, that you have, what am I trying to say? That they're getting to know you. Okay. So if you want more clients, your page has to be approachable. Make sure you're showing clients, not necessarily just photo shoots or makeup, whatever it is. I know your page specifically is beautiful, but clients want to know, okay, this is not somebody who's just traveling all over the world. They have somebody who's going to be right in their chair. So what I do is I tag my local high school, Cooper City High School. I'll always hashtag them. I will also tag Broward hairstylist, Cooper City hairstylist, Miami hairstylist, extension specialist, Miami, vice versa. I play with the hashtags, everything like that. South Florida. So keep in mind, like, you want to do like direct city, local area, county, and then maybe more broad and general, and to the specifics of what you love to do. So if you are, balayage specialist, you could type in hashtag Chicago balayage specialist, New York, whatever it is, to get people to start noticing you and to looking good. Another thing that I've had that people have told me before is that the reason why they had come to me was because they loved the way that my page looked. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I'm like, tell me more. You want to hear how crazy I am? So if there's a client sitting in my chair and I tell them, oh, are you following me on Instagram? And they're like, oh, no, I'm not. I tell them to go add me on Instagram, which you should be telling this to every single one of your clients to follow you on Instagram. If not, make a sign. Offer an Olaplex 2 treatment if they follow you on Instagram, or post a selfie, whatever it is. So I will go and I will watch them log on to my Instagram, and I'll wait till they scroll. And when they stop scrolling and they lose interest, I go back in my phone to that area to see what made them lose interest. Because there's something going on there that's not continuously making them scroll, and they're getting bored. So I'll go back and I might, start getting rid of my photos from there. So, and that's another thing too. I purge a lot of photos. I mean, there are some photos that should not be on your page. Like, think about when you first, hi baby, I see you. My husband's on here. Hi. He's in an airplane right now. So going back to purging, there are photos on there. I remember when Instagram, we all thought it was just like an editing app. And then we just started posting, like publishing it. And then people started commenting and started liking it. And I'm like, this is something here. This is not just an editing app. This is like a publication. This is like a forum. I've deleted all those photos. So if you guys haven't deleted all those photos from like the very, very, very beginning, the ones where there's frames on it and filters, they gotta go. They gotta go. Another thing too, I used to, back in the day when I was super young, I actually went to a modeling school, and they told us that they would rather see 20 amazing photos than 100 pictures of mediocrity. I have still used that instance to this day, and it definitely implicates in this situation alone. Go through your photos, or have a friend, a trustworthy friend that you're not going to get mad at, tell you that's not a good picture. That's not a good picture. That's not a good picture. And if you don't have a friend, you're going to see that your followers have told you which photos are not good. Because number one, they're not liking it, and they're not commenting on it. So that's something that you're going to have to start doing, is purging your photos. Now, what I would recommend is do not purge like the first 6 tiers. Start at the bottom. I promise you that it gets easier as you go on to do it, because it was really hard for me. And a lot of the photos, I was like, no, I kind of like it, even though it only has like 10 likes. Like, I like it. This is about me, right? No, it's got to go. Sorry. So actually we are done with questions, and now I want you guys, I haven't really been watching the feed, so if you could please say your name and your question, and I'm going to get to as many of these as these can. So let me know. I'm going to start looking through some people. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there are so many people on here. I'm so excited right now that you guys all took the time out of your day to come watch me on this Instagram live. And my dog is being so good right now. I'm not even going to jinx it. I'm not even going to jinx it. Okay. How do you plan your personal posting schedule? So, my personal posting schedule, I want to say I do, but I really don't. I just try to post every single day. There are some days that I don't. Like for me, with my statistics, Thursday is the worst day for me to post. I won't even get, for as many people as I have, I won't even get like 50 to 100 likes on it. Like, I'll get no comments on it, no matter like how amazing it was. Just with my statistics and analytics, like, people just don't like me on Thursday. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's something I can do to improve that. So I don't plan necessarily, but I do try to post every single day. Okay. Jamie, I don't want to purge. You got to purge, baby. Get rid of those photos. Let's engage and add each other. Anna Vic just had a great idea if you guys want to start after this is over, because I don't want you guys to leave the live and then all of a sudden something happens. I saw you first on Silly Farm TV and found you on Facebook, then looked for you on YouTube. See, from Silly Farm, from a job that I got, to Facebook, and now beyond. Photo pics, video versus photo pics. Okay, so I have noticed that my videos always go viral. Photos, no. So for organic engagement, video is the way of life, okay? And And I hate to be this person who's like a magician that just tells you things and doesn't show you. But from live, there's only so much I can do. So if and when I do have my social media class, so if you guys are interested, please direct message me your emails. And when I do decide to actually like live and breathe, I'm going to have one just for you guys. So video is definitely like way higher. I'm going through. Do you let people tag you in your photos or do you keep it private, Mandy? It depends on the photo. There's a lot of photos. I let everyone, you know, tag me, whatever it is. But there are some photos, like if it's just like doesn't work with me, I'll hide it. Can you please talk about good video? Good video, Lisa, it's almost something I have to show you guys. So a great example of good video would be to go to my page, but I have to show you how to do it. And hopefully if and when I'm going to do that in my class. How do you advertise your posts on IG and story without being tacky? Supernova Jazz just asked, how do you advertise your posts on IG story without being tacky? It is an art form. It is, to be organic online it's really an art form. What I would do is, how do you become like a better blogger, right? You read more blogs. And that's what I do. Like I go to these bigger influencer pages and I just look at what they write. And I'm like, oh, how are they writing? I'm like, oh, and then I'll screenshot it. And I'm like, oh, that was really good. I love how they said that, where it's not 20% off coupon code if you go to OMG Artistry. I don't like that. That shit's tacky to me. Now I get it. You're trying to advertise. You're trying to make side hustle. But chances are that side hustle is going to amount to $5 and you just sold yourself out online to sell whatever it is. So better to keep your following, because statistically you'll gain more money that way than selling yourself out for like $5 for a coupon code. Hi, my name is Kelly. How can I make a salon Instagram grow? We mentioned some of the stuff before. How can I make a salon Instagram grow? Consistency, number one. Content and collaboration. You guys should all be working together in order to help each other out. Okay, I'm wondering if it's better to be on a business page. Let me adjust my life really quickly. Hold on. I have not seen, in my opinion, because my followers are different than your followers, business pages do anything better for me except to know what my statistics are. So I do know that 89% of my following is women, which is incredible. I actually know that most of my following, granted I'm in Fort Lauderdale, well, Davie technically, Cooper City, I know that most of my following is actually overseas, and then second to that is New York City. So that's kind of interesting when I think of overseas, because I have to keep in mind what time I'm posting if I'm trying to target them. It would be ideal for me to post in the morning on their time, right? Because as soon as they wake up, so you have to also know that. So business provides insight, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's better. Karma Hair Studio, Cindy. This is such a great one. How do you balance working behind the chair versus marketing versus personal life? Now, there are so many people that I have heard that say to me, how do you do it all? And I do it all. But it's because I make the time. I do not aimlessly scroll through Instagram anymore. Like, I make full use of my time, no matter what it is, no matter what I'm doing. In my mind, if I will catch myself and say, is this aimless scrolling or researching benefit me in any way anyhow? If I say no, then I literally will move on and I'll go to my checklist of things that I have to do, because obviously I have time and I can start checking those things off. So I try to work smarter with my time, and me and my husband, every single night, I say, baby, I need 1 hour to answer all my text messages, all my emails, and all my direct messages. And after that, I'm off. We drink our wine and we watch our shows. It's very important to have a work-life balance. And I think for you, a marketing calendar, especially if you are a salon, would be a great idea. That way you can plan your time accordingly, or like a journal agenda. That way you know, today we're doing this, tomorrow we're doing this. And it just schedules your life a little bit easier. But it's all lifestyle, my loves. Like, if you're not posting on Instagram at all, start with 1 day a week, okay? Once you're used to that 1 day a week, try 3 days a week, then 4 days a week. And then once you get it, that it fits in with your lifestyle, then you can start, you know, it's all about fitting it in with your lifestyle is what I'm saying. But make sure you have a good home life. I am skipping so far ahead really quick because I keep talking a lot. What do I use for video editing? iMovie. Love iMovie. I have it on my phone already. I actually take the video from my camera directly to my phone to edit it. I don't even use my laptop anymore for editing. Hi, Derek. I see you. Thank you so much for that. Only one question you give me a team advice. Hey. Okay, so send me some more questions. Guilty for aimlessly scrolling. Do you think paying professional models to show your work will help your page to bring real clients to your chair? Interesting question. I feel like people are more than willing to get free hair done. Like, hello? You could even hit up agencies if you wanted to and just ask them, hey, listen, I'm this artist. This is my portfolio. Do you have any models that maybe need to go lighter, need more lived in color? More fantasy even, who knows if they're, you know, different types of models. So I would say that I would not, if I'm investing my product, my time and money, I definitely don't want to invest necessarily in a model unless I have to. So I would try doing everything that I could before, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep my outcome low so I can receive more income. So if you know a model and she's like that good, you better make sure you're hiring her for like a day and you're getting like 20 different styles on her. I would use it to your advantage, but no, you are providing a service. You are valuable. Your talents in the schooling that you've paid in to what you're doing, like it's limitless. So no, I don't think you have to. I think you can. I don't think you should, but you can. All right, I'm moving on to the next one. I hope that answers your question. I'm very passionate about that subject, apparently. I have a team of 8. I have a team of 8. Should I tag the artists whom actually did the work or just show bombshell makeovers? Okay, so I'm an agency. And I have girls that work for my company, and yes, I do. Honestly, like, I'm all about the good karma. Hence why I'm on live right now with you guys. Like, I'm just giving you all this information. I'm not getting anything from it. I'm not receiving income. This is just because I feel like, karma's inertia, and when I push you forward, you'll eventually push me forward, and we can all work together and we can all be friends. Like, that's just kind of my mentality. So when it comes to posting their work, technically, it's their content, right? Like, you wouldn't be marketing your business if you didn't have, like, that content. So it's the same thing with salons. Yes, you do want to say that it's this artist, that it's this person, that it's this post, because some way, somehow, indirectly, it's only going to benefit you and it's only going to benefit the artist. When the artist is successful, you as a business person is successful. So yes, I would tag them. Okay, Angela Molina said, I'm an independent hair and makeup artist working in a studio doing color extensions and styling, but I also specialize in wedding hair and makeup. Should I create a separate page? No, do not create a separate page, because when I was doing weddings, when I sold my soul for 7 years, oh my God, it was the most intense 7 years, 7 days a week, like nonstop. I can't even tell you how many of my brides actually became my clients that are still my clients. So it goes back and forth. Your clients become brides, and your brides can become clients. So I would keep them together. I'm scrolling now. Can you explain shadow banning and how to beat it? Ooh, this one's a good one. Shadow banning. Send me hearts if you've heard of shadow banning, or you're wondering, like, what the hell is shadow banning? Okay? Shadow banning basically means that when you hashtag certain things, that Instagram thinks you are a bot. They think you are a computer. So they are hiding you from that actual hashtag. So let's say, for instance, that you keep posting the same damn hashtags over and over and over, even worse, copying and pasting. Instagram's going to see that and say, this girl's spamming or this guy's spamming, and they are going to shadow ban you from that post. For instance, you are more likely to get shadow banned if you are posting to a more engaged hashtag. Let's say hashtag hair, hashtag balayage, whatever it is. You're more susceptible that if you hashtag that in your comments or in your caption every single time, it's going to ban you. Now, I don't know that if it bans you from every hashtag or if it's just that particular one. But I would not risk it. So my best advice for that is to always switch up your hashtags. And my personal opinion, I have found that when I use not common hashtags, that I actually see more followers and more engagement and more likes than when I use these big branded ones. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm being shadow banned. I don't know. There's actually a website. If you Google shadow banning website, it'll tell you if your last post was shadow banned. So keep that in mind. Write that down, guys. You can Google shadow ban website and you can do your post. You can copy the link to your post right in there and it'll tell you what's shadow banned. Did you guys know that hashtag elevator is shadow banned? Hashtag happy Thanksgiving is shadow banned. You can also Google what words are shadow banned. So I would go into that and look. I am so sorry if I'm not getting to all of your questions. I'm just kind of like scrolling. How do you feel about discounts? Family, standing appointments, friends. Not social media based, but I will answer this question. I feel like if you feel like that person is benefiting you in a way that they are sending you clients, that they are posting about you, that they are giving you some sort of value for that discount and tipping well, first of all. If you discount their prices and they're tipping on the discounted prices, that's wrong. They should be tipping on the original price. Make sure you always say the original price too. But if you feel like they're not giving you value, then I would cut that short. I would feel like if you're not getting anything, if you're not getting any more clients from that person, if you're not seeing any promotion online, I would probably stop discounting them, or slowly not discount them anymore, because that's what it is. Family, sometimes you just got to bite the bullet, but as a family who does have a lot of people, I just say to them, just tip me. That's what I always say. Just tip me, and chances are, even if I charge them something, their tip was probably more than what they would give me. I thought hashtags were how you got yourself out more. Yes, hashtags is one of the most important ways to get yourself out there. So you have to keep in mind that popular and unpopular hashtags will help you. And like I said earlier, like the unpopular ones, like, I don't know, blonde hair, don't care. Like, that's not like a huge one. It's not like a not huge one. That has helped me out so much, but it's not like hashtag hair. Like, that's a really, really popular one. Never heard of shadow banning. How do you know if you're shadow banned? Go to Google, look it up. Do you feel that there are a good amount of artists that are downgrading the market by charging clients such a low rate for hair and makeup services? Not social media related, but I will answer this question really quickly. Yes, I do. You should know your value, but do not undervalue what you do, because you know how much education you've done. You know how busy you are, because how busy you are really depends on what you should charge too. Don't be fitting in $50 makeups if you're literally booked through December. Doesn't that make sense? So don't worry about what other people are charging. Charge what you charge, because again, 50% of the reason why they're coming to you is because of you. So they're going to love you. And then secondly, your content. If you have amazing content, you have amazing photos, for brides, for people, they don't give a shit what it costs. They're just going to go through with it. So don't worry about that with pricings. Let's see. Are you guys happy? I'm so happy. I've literally stayed above like 100 this entire time, which is amazing. What do you think about, love, Beyond Style Hair. What do you think about paying someone to manage your page? This is great. I don't agree with it. I do not agree with it, but I can understand and I can sympathize with people why they do it, okay? This is your business. This is your baby, okay? Let that settle in. I think you guys already know what I'm going to say. You are the voice of your brand. You need to do it. You need to make time to do it. And if you don't have time, take one day out of the week, because we're all off on Sunday and Monday, if you're a hairstylist, that is. Write out everything. On Unum, U-N-U-M, you can actually plan your post ahead of time. Take 1 hour of the day and do it. Heather Chapman said this earlier, and it's actually from Kevin Hart. Everyone want to be famous, but nobody want to put in the work. And that's the truth. You want asses in your chair? You got to work for that. You got to work so people want to come to your salon. If you want a following, you got to work for that. And I post every day. If I'm not posting, I'm thinking about posting. I'm thinking about what next video I'm going to make. I'm continuously on a work pattern. Now, granted, I'm at 123 right now, and I've been doing this like a super long time, but if I was only posting once a week, there's no way in hell that I would be at 123. I might be at because I've been doing it for 6 years, let's just say. I might be at 10, 12,000, but my consistency, my content, my collaboration has led me in order to receive what I have received, which I'm so grateful for. I see you guys giving me a lot of laughing faces. Super passionate. Thank you. You have been helping me so much. Listen, anything I can help you guys with. Loki, her dog is snoring. You guys can hear my dog snoring in the back. So anyways, authenticity. Keep up with your authenticity. I am actually so happy right now. I want to thank every single one of you guys for coming to my class and telling me all your problems, all your situations. I love you guys so much. Even if I haven't met you, please reach out to me. I always write, have testimonials and stuff like that of people just giving me feedback from the classes, and I use them for my next class. So if you guys could please just direct message me, tell me what you think about just me blabbering this entire time. And I'm super happy to share all my information with you guys. I have no secrets. Neither should you guys. What you put out there, you will get back. I love you so much. I'm getting so much love right now. If you have any questions, I'm going to try and do this again live. Just so you guys know, Cosmoprof is having me do a powwow just like this in July. I do not have a date. But when I have a date, I will let you guys know. When is your next hair show? My next hair show is in Glendale, Arizona. They're flying me out there. But you guys may or may not be in Arizona. I think so. Can you do this weekly or monthly? I am going to do it with Cosmoprof next month. So I'm actually going to go live on the Cosmoprof page, which will be really cool because they have 435,000 followers. So I can only imagine how many people are going to hit me up from that. That's crazy. But that's the thing. They saw that I was going live today and they're like, hey, can you do that on our page? So if you're a brand right now and you're watching this and you want me to go live, I am more than willing to go live every month with certain brands. If you guys don't mind seeing my face and just hearing me. Locks of Beauty. Loxa loves you. I love you guys. That's my Cosmoprof fam. All right, guys. I'm signing out. Again, do not forget. Can we all screenshot this right now? Everybody screenshot. Post it on your stories. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Love you. Mwah. Hasta.